1029 WSCP, and you are dialed in to the Seaweed Cowboy Power Hour. At Seaweed Cowboy, we help brands tell authentic stories in the outdoors, and I'll tell you what, nothing inspires creativity like being on the road. So roll those windows down and the radio up. We are headed up the Pacific Coast for a sweet summer road trip and a peek under the hood of running a production company on the road. The trip is only as good as the crew, so we wrangled some of the best in the West. Photographer and beverage supervisor, Dorff. Chief donut engineer, Karim Bouhdary. Chief vibe officer, Eli Lee. Athlete and kick turn instructor, Dodds. Stunt coordinator, Ryan Stojanovich. Camera wizard and HR menace, Alex Palumbo. And our director, Alex Howard. 76 and sunny on the coast. What more could you ask for? If you're headed up Highway 1, the winds are dying down and could make for some ideal dive conditions. If you're inclined to get a fish on the line, now's the time.
Whole sand patch all the way out. You can even see the kelp columns going all the way down. We were set. We were stacked.
And now, a standard safety briefing from our stunt coordinator, Ryan Stojanovich.
I guess the most important thing is just don't shoot each other.
Well, that ought to do it.
Let me see.
I'm 1 for 1, baby!
Let me see.
Karim, and I was like kind of creeping on him like Nat Geo style. And then I just see his gun just go off and I hear it hit the rock. And then I pan over and he's just hoisting up the fish.
Sick.
It was awesome.
You know what they say, when the sun is sinking low, it is time to go. Let's see who we've got on the phone. Caller, welcome to the airwaves.
So psyched to be on the air, dude. Long time listener. Got a quick request for you. Me and the boys are out here looking at an epic sunset, hoping you could cue us up with an epic track to send it off right.
Well, save a plate for me, and let me see what I can do for you.
Cheers, I turn around to look at the sunset and Ryan's over there pissing like this.
Rise and shine, campers. It's 7:45 a.m. and that means it is time to make tracks. Speaking of tracks, here's a little something to get your morning going.
Epic spot. We scouted this out to do some trail running stuff here. We're gonna take Eric, we're gonna go back to a spot that we found and do some trail running stuff in the trees. Just kind of showing them getting you out there, doing what you love.
Nothing like a cool breeze and a run through the trees to come back to that present moment. And today just so happens to be the summer solstice, which means the sunset golden hour just goes on and on and on. Adios to the fast lane. It's all just a big old game. If it's all the same, adios. Soak up that sunshine while you can. Looks like we've maxed out the quota, and the rain is moving in. Also, breaking news, there have been reports of a stuntman who seems to have escaped from a nearby facility. Last seen in a brown jacket headed towards the beach. Call the Coast Guard with any details you might have.
We came out here to shoot a couple scenes. It was raining. It's not raining anymore. Not really the right setting. So we went and got some rope that doesn't have a high enough load limit at all at the hardware store, and a piece of thin, curved PVC pipe. And we made a tow rope out of that. We're gonna try surfing behind the car on the beach in the ocean. What could go wrong? I'm psyched.
We're not as dumb as we may look. We brought a helmet.
Loop it, swoop it, and cinch it down there.
Get it tight on it.
Yeah, this is an advanced knot. You're not going to want to start out with this out of the gate.
Fish after they have not.
Definitely. This is a multi-step process here, but as long as that doesn't shear off here at this very sharp eyelet, you should be good to go.
Figuring out, you start on your stomach, pick up some speed, you get up on the knees, then you can get one leg up, and at this point, I'm expecting him to throw massive air on the next one.
Right, what do you think? Changed the story right when I walked up. So what I'm expecting for him is a really good air.
What would you recommend to the kids at home who want to replicate that incredible feat you just put on?
Well, by incredible feat, not breaking the board and not breaking my neck or body or anything like that, do what you came here to do. Don't get greedy. And if you say, well, I'll do one more, don't, because that's where you'll get hurt every time.
Yeah.
And now, a brief message from our friends at Nokian Tyres. Welcome back to the Seaweed Cowboy Power Hour. It's 4:45 and the tides are on the move. Waves looking modest, but there could be some fun to be had out there. So here's a number to get you surfers dialed in for that evening session. That time again at the top of the hour, but before I go, I'll leave you with this. In a busy world full of busy schedules, the chance to make memories with close friends can be all too rare. For us, a road trip and a little creativity behind the camera are the perfect reminder of what really matters. And there's still a little bit of summer left, so get out there and have some fun, and drop us a comment on your favorite road trip you've taken, or maybe one you're looking forward to.
Meaning of life?
Yeah.
Do cool shit with cool people and enjoy the fucking journey.
That's good. That's good.